So we have Senate Resolution 123 from Senator Burns of the 23rd, who is not here. So simply what this resolution does is it's urging the Attorney General to negotiate with the state of South Carolina terms of a reciprocal immunity agreement for officials of either state carrying out certain official duties in the territorial limits of the other state. Now, Senator Jones, would you be so kind as to explain the need of SR 123 as Senator Burns' reciprocity urging resolution? Are you familiar with that? I know with you being in Augusta and neighboring South Carolina, can you explain the need for this?
I think it's similar to the one we also did for the Columbus area. The one we also did for the Columbus area, which basically means that we would also have immunity as far as when we go over to South Carolina and if they come over into our side. It would give us the opportunity to have immunity for our deputies.
For law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions from the committee? Senator Dugan?
Three. Just law enforcement? I mean, if it's a disaster relief thing, there may be something other than law enforcement that's going across.
I don't believe it's specific to law enforcement, but I think
Specific.
law
It just
enforcement
needs-
was
Okay.
the
All right.
need.
Right.
All right, thank you.
And this is a urging resolution,
Correct.
not a law.
Urge.
We're urging.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Urge. We love urging others to do our work for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds painful,
Urge.
the way you said it.
Urge. It's an urging resolution. All right, any other questions? All right, we have any, what's the will of the committee? I got a motion do pass from Senator Anderson, second from Senator Santa Ana Vitarte Claus. All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. All right, motion passes unanimous, SR 123, so that will go to be reported out of committee tomorrow, and then available on the general calendar Thursday, and then possibly available on the yellow sheet. All right, I am going to adjourn us out of, you passed unanimous. If you'd like to reconsider, you could do that. Okay, for sake of time, I'm going to adjourn us out of standing committee, and I'm going to convene us into our normal rules committee. First on the docket today is SB 32, Alyssa's Law by Senator Ana Vitarte.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This basically is a school safety security bill, and it's a great bill. Thank you.
Can you give me a little more?
Wow. Okay.
Who's Alyssa?
So this is named after a young lady who was shot and killed in a mass shootout in a school 5 years ago. Valentine's Day. This basically would require the school districts that don't have technology, school security devices in their schools to basically move in that direction.
Okay, that's good information. Thank you, Senator. Any questions for the Senator? All right, moving on. SB 39, we got a hold on that one. SB 50, Senator Burns. Paging Senator Burns. You are back up for SB 50. If you would go to the podium and talk about your bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill is an education bill which allows but does not require secondary educational systems in 9 through 12 to offer lifeguarding and aquatic safety measures. If you have the bill in front of you, Section 1 really just defines the code section so the Department of Education knows how to establish the curriculum. The most important line in the bill is in Section 2, line 81. If you'll notice, it just adds lifeguarding and aquatic safety to the list of approved electives. I ask your favorable consideration.
Any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, SB 90, Senator Clint Dixon. Little Renee.
I was about to say thank you, Mr. Chairman, but I may not.
I
after
called
that
her.
comment.
I called her Mama Bear. She sat behind me and guided me through the first few years of my Senate life, and I miss her.
And she guided me when I was a new planning commissioner in Gwinnett County. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. I bring before you Senate Bill 90. It's simply a new source of financing, and all the bill is doing is codifying simple and clear disclosures and agreements between the financing company and the lendee. We're making sure that any bad actors in this space are held accountable for their actions by giving the AG oversight through the Consumer Protection Division. Georgia bankers, credit unions, and the Department of Banking are all in favor of this bill. With that, Mr. Chairman, be happy to answer any questions.
All right, I got a question. So in Gwinnett, do y'all say finance or finance?
Finance.
Not finance.
Finance.
Okay. I'm
Finance.
just curious.
Finance.
Just
I'm not-
curious. I'm not
I
even
can
sure
say it
how I
both
say it. Any other questions? Real questions from real senators? All right, thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Mr.
That was a
Chairman.
great explanation. All right, Senator from the 49th, SB 120. Who's that? Who's the 49th? Eccles. Very important bill to her. So important, she didn't show. Yeah, we got the Chairman of Public Safety on mic 4.
This is the annual motor carrier compliance, simply striking 2022 and replacing it with 2023.
Department bill,
It is.
important note. Any questions for the non-author? Thank you. Okay, SB 121, the senator from the 24th. Who's that? I need my list. Senator Anderson. I knew that.
This bill is a bill where if any landowner owns an acre or more, has the right to drill a well.
Pretty simple. All right, any questions? Looks like you explained that one well. Thank you. All right, Senator from the 25th, Rick Williams. Come on up for SB 129.
Bill, right now in code, employees can ask employers for time to go vote on election day. This just gives, broadens that so that employees can ask the employers for time off to go vote in early voting. And it could be allowed up to 2 hours when the polls open, or a couple of hours when getting ready for the polls to close. This just defines that so that they shall be able to request that time off. But it is up to the employer when to give them that time off, and they do not have to pay them for that time off. It just lets them go, have time off to go vote in early voting.
So it allows
And-
them to go ask their employer a question.
Yes, sir.
Is there
pretty
something
much
to
so.
prevent them from doing that now?
No, but this just says that they can have it, and
Okay.
they should be
Are
able
we
to have it.
urging them?
Urging, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Is it a shall? We're saying they shall ask the question?
Each employee in this state shall, upon reasonable notice to his or her employer, be permitted by his or her employer to take any necessary time off from his or her employment to vote in any municipal, county, state, or federal political party primary or election.
So we're not urging, we're mandating. Okay. Any questions for the author? And one at a time over there. I don't need a peanut gallery in here. All right, thank you, Senator. No
Thank you.
questions. Senator Eccles, would you like to come up? I know we're all running around today, so thank you for getting in here.
Thank you. Yes, SB 120 is just a housekeeping bill. It updates from 2022 to 2023, so our public service officers can use those federal rules.
Thank you. You said that so much better than the
Then last time.
chairman of public safety. You're way more eloquent. Wait, first time? First time in rules?
Yes,
And you were late.
I know.
It's okay. I was
I'm
late to my
sorry.
very first committee meeting ever,
Oh, God.
so it happens. I got a question over here from Senator Anderson. No, I'm gonna make you ask it.
Okay.
What do you got?
You think we need to reconsider?
Could. We haven't done anything with it yet, though.
I know.
Okay. Well, any questions? We got Senator Robertson.
Ma'am, thank you for your bill. You said it's a housekeeping bill or house cleaning bill?
Cleaning, keeping, whatever the proper word is.
Yeah.
I just ran up here.
Well, whose house are we keeping or cleaning, if you don't mind me?
Ours,
Okay, and ours would be who?
the state of Georgia's.
Okay, so is it our responsibility to keep the state of Georgia house clean?
Absolutely it is.
Okay, well, there's a lady that comes in my office every evening would be really upset if we put her out of a job, don't you think?
I would agree with that, sir.
Okay, thank you. Mine's a lady. Her husband's a...
Good question. Good question. Okay. Any other questions for the senator with her first bill? I'm hungry. Are we gonna save them for all tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Save 'em
Please
all.
don't.
If you're on tomorrow, I don't know. I hope you lobbied the committee. All right. Well, thank you for being here on your first time.
Thank you all. I apologize for my tardiness.
You're fine. Okay. Senator from the 32nd, SR 76. She has been quite the busy little bee trying to keep up with the senator from the 56.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You guys are probably sick of hearing about this bill by now, so hopefully somebody will choose it today and get it off your list. Senate Resolution 76 has to do with training of 14 and under coaches to recognize and treat conditions such as cardiac arrest, heat stroke, concussions, and so on. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Thank you, Senator. All right, HB 52, we got us a House bill we're going to go ahead and make available, and came out of transportation, so we got our wonderful transportation chairman here, and he's also going to carry the bill. So can you, oh, we got Representative Thomas here. Would you, I'm sorry. What, how could I miss a representative in here? So hop up there and let's talk about it. Where are you from, Rep?
Cherokee County.
All right.
All right. All right, so I'm here to present HB 52. Section 1 makes email a required notification method for legislative council legislator for call of GDOT elections, so you won't get any more letter mails, you'll get an email. Section 2 replaces request for proposals with request for proposal revisions as one of the authorized negotiation activities for GDOT. Section 3 clarifies the statute's language to the original intent that applies the restrictions on contract value and frequency to the CMGC, which stands for Construction Manager General Contractor methodology, basically clarifying what the alternative contracting methods. Section 4 changes the modular or sectional housing units to be transported up to a length of 84 feet from 80. Section 5 grants a further ability of an appropriate county medical examiner to delegate their authority to qualified medical personnel in field on the side of an accident on limited access roads. And Section 6 ensures that no one can abuse the Open Records Act to get the personal information about a driver's location, travel history through the state, either directly or indirectly through vendor data. And that's all 6. That's a mouthful.
Any questions from the committee? Well, Representative Thomas, you just did a fine job of explaining your bill.
Well, I enjoyed my first presentation to Senate Rules. You all take care.
So this was your first. All right, hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a question from our distinguished transportation chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Thomas, I understand this bill suffered what's become known as paperclip gate.
It did.
Can you help us understand what paperclip gate is?
Yeah, fortunately, apparently there was an amendment that happened on the Senate side that didn't get paperclipped to the bill on the House side, so it bogged us down, so we didn't get it passed last session, which is why we're here today.
Follow-up question, Mr. Chairman.
Sure.
Have you all taken the appropriate steps to make sure that you handle your affairs in a professional manner and don't lose amendments due to paperclip issues this session?
So we went to a finer swing line paperclip from the cheaper Walmart paperclip we were originally using, and we found that that's been a more acceptable And it was really worth the extra dollar per box, or per thousand, so.
Because we confirmed the paperclip was there when it left the Senate.
I have no doubt.
We have
Sounds like
video
it slipped.
evidence.
Sounds like it came apart afterwards.
Follow-up question, Mr. Chairman. Is or is it not true that the original paper clip was not manufactured in the United States of America?
Oh.
I would agree with that, and it's a shame with as much manufacturing we need to bring to Georgia. I really do feel that we would produce a better paperclip here in the state of Georgia, if at all possible.
All right, it's lunchtime. Let's pay
All
some
right.
bills.
Thank you all very
No
much.
more questions. All right, where are we at? We're going to pick a few. I left off with Senator Harold Jones, so Senator Albers.
You know, I want to hear the first bill from the senator from the 49th, so I'm going to pick Senate Bill 120.
All right, Senate Bill 120 has been picked. Senator Dugan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 90.
Senate Bill 90. Okay. Senator Dolezal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 52.
House Bill 52. So 120. Okay. I think that's enough. So I've got Senate Bill 90, Senate Bill 120, and HB 52. Got a motion from my vice chairman. I got a second from the minority leader. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimous. See y'all tomorrow.
Thanks, sir.
Meeting adjourned.